Hello children, how are you all? Welcome to Ablon Public School at home. Children, hope you all are fine at home and doing well. Today we are going to start Unit 3 History, Chapter 8 Devotional Part to the Divine. So before starting this, let's learn good habit. So children, we all should obey our parents as well as our all elders also. It is our duty to respect and obey them. So make a habit to greet your elders and parents, grandparents, whosoever at home. Okay children, it's our duty. Now come to our topic. So first we'll start from the Bhakti movement. You know children, before the emergence of large kingdoms, different groups of people followed old beliefs and methods to worship their gods and goddesses. Like in the Rig Veda, it is mentioned sun, air, fire, sky, trees, these are natural gods. They are natural powers also. So here I will tell you old belief versus bhakti. In old beliefs there were four ashram, that's were there: brahmins, kshatriyas, vaishyas and sudras. They are divided by birth. So human beings are not equal even at the time of birth also. And in the bhakti, devotion to supreme God is not related to one's social structure, gender or varna. In old belief, there were varna system, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaisyas and Sudras. But in bhakti, there were no any gender or varna system. In the old belief, social privileges come from birth in a noble or high caste. Means by birth they known as high class or lower class. But in bhakti rejected the idea of special privileges in the worship of God. Means everyone is special here. In the old belief, rigidity of thought and methods of worship to be followed as mentioned in the Vedas and Upanishads. So you know children, Vedas and Upanishads are very holy books are in our society. So, in all belief, people to blindly follow them. But in Bhakti movement, methods of worshipped as given in the Puranas to be followed. Local myths and legends were introduced. So, Bhakti movement in southern India, many different philosophers and saints become popular in the southern parts of the Indian subcontinent, like Apar, a Nayanar saint, Periyalvarvar and Alvar saint, Shankaracharya, Basavanna and Ramanuja. These were important saints of the Bhakti movement in southern India. Here I will tell you the Nayanars. Who were Nayanar's children? The Nayanars were a group of 63 saints devoted to Lord Shiva. These were known as Nayanars. And these were in the time of between 600 CE to 806 CE. They were found in the Tamil Nadu, and you can you can find their emergence of Tivaram and Tiruvakkam literature. Lord Shiva was the main deity of the Nayanars. Okay, children. Here I will tell you about Alvars. Who were Alvars? So the Alvars were a group of 12 saints devoted to Lord Vishnu who came from equally divergent backgrounds, the best known being Peri Allavar, his daughter Andal, Tondarali Podi, Alvar and Namallavar. They came between 600 CE to 800 CE. They were also belonged to Tamil Nadu, and you can find their emergence in Divya Prabandhanam in the literature, and they were main deity of Lord Vishnu. Okay, children. So here is the main philosophy of these movements. On social difference, Nayanars and Alvar were against all social differences arising from caste hierarchies. They believed in equal treatment of all, including so-called untouchables and women including. And methods of worship, Nayanars and Alvars went from place to place composing devotional songs and poems, singing them with common people in villages and sitting them to musical tunes. So here I told you about the Nayanars and Alvars. Children, revise this concept and try to complete the question answers related to this concept. Next, we will meet in the next video. Thank you. Have a great day.